we've always looked at the fact that 5 people around a table can come up with the best approach rather than, one person working on his own or one engineer off working on his own. I think that's been a common thread since day one is designing and building our projects in a collaborative environment.
I ran into Carly Woodward, who was he really was running his business by himself. We were one of the first that did design build. We did everything on the job, so we could design it and build it. And there weren't hardly anybody local that was doing design build. So that was our forte, our big strength.
Mr. Woodward had primarily been doing residential work, design build residential work. Mr. Woodward was an architect. And they started getting into commercial work, metal building work. And then I believe in 1965 moved to our present office building.
We built a building right on Earhart Boulevard. Earhart Boulevard was a new boulevard. Jim's Fried Chicken was on the corner, and we were right behind his lot, and we were right behind his garbage that was facing Earhart Boulevard. But we lived through that, and it was a little 36-foot wide building. It was a 50-foot lot by 50 foot by 120, I believe. But we had office space in there, and we had very little parking because we had very few people involved. But from then on, we started to grow and sell buildings.
The company in the 70s and early 80s began to grow, especially doing a lot of design build work. In 1986, they passed the Tax Act, which really hurt New Orleans and hurt Woodward. Our volume shrunk from 35 million to 10 million and less in almost 12 months.
When things got really tight, that's when you see the true spirit of people, and they all pitched in and did what they could do and sweated it out. And boy, look at us now. We're really doing something. So we're really going into big business, and we're delighted with that.
If you work long hours and roll up your sleeves, and if you give an owner what you've promised him, and if you come back and take care of his problems, that builds up a lot of goodwill. And frankly, it was the goodwill that the company had in the community that saved us, because there were a lot of people that helped give us work because, one, they knew we did good work, and two, they knew we had been good members of the community.
The main thing we had built up a wonderful, good reputation.
We don't want to do anything to mess up the reputation that some of these guys have spent years and years developing. And I guess the company's been in business for over 85 years now, and we've built that reputation over 85 years, and we take that to heart.
I believe it all boils down to hard work. One, being good at what you do, paying attention to what you do, and know your trade, your profession. Two, working very hard and delving into the details and making sure that you've got all the details covered. Three, know that even though times are tough, that if you hang in there, it's going to get better. And as you build your reputation, step by step, that you will be able to grow, and times will get better.
I think the biggest lesson with that is when the extra hours need to be put in, people put them in. When you need to go the extra mile in order to make sure that we are going to outdo our competition, or we are going to go this extra mile and exceed our clients' expectations, that's really where I start to see a lot of the younger guys stepping up to the plate and doing that.
I think there's a tremendous future in store for us, and we're still capitalizing on our design build approach, and there's been a wonderful acceptance by owners and architects and cities and governments to accept the design-build approach, which we feel we're really the pioneer of in this area.